Welcome to day 5 of the Build with AI series with Steven. This is a series that shows you how you can build simple apps and tools that help you in your workplace, in your business, and literally for just anything you want to do. Today is day 5 and we'll be building an interview preparation partner. This is an application for career professionals and people that want to prepare for interviews. The tool will have features like being able to analyze a job description and also do a company research. It's able to generate general expected interview questions based on the JD and the company research. It will also be able to generate personalized interview questions based on your CV or resume. It will also go ahead to generate the answers to these questions that are generated for you and even suggest questions that you can ask your interviewer. Now, for my current vibe coding process, there are 4 phases. The first phase is the brainstorming. The second is creating the build prompts. The third phase is the building itself. And the fourth phase is deploying. However, for this particular application, we'll be using just the first phase and the third phase. That means we'll be brainstorming and then we'll go ahead to the building. Let's start with the brainstorming phase. Let me take you to my screen and show you how we would go about this. So this is the phase 1, the brainstorming phase. In this phase, you have a back and forth interaction with AI to come up with the full features and full plan of the application or the tool that you want to build. I'll just go ahead and copy this prompt here and I'll take it to our brainstorming tool, which is Google Gemini. So I'll just open Gemini here and I'll paste that prompt here. It says, I want to build an interview preparation partner. And some features I want these are some features I already want, all right? So if you're clear about some features, you can put those features in your brainstorming phase. However, if you're not clear, just give it the simple idea of what you want to build. And during the back and forth brainstorming, you'll be able to come up with the features. So some features I want here are job description analysis and company research, ability to add more context. Let me just add ability here. Ability to add more context like the names of the people that will be interviewing you, generate general questions, generate personalized questions based on your CV. That means ability to upload CV or copy and paste it, right? Then generate answers to the questions, also smart interviewer questions to ask. And then this is the brainstorming prompt. Ask me questions, one question at a time, that will help me build this app, giving me options, context, and recommendations for each question. Let's send this out. Okay, so this has loaded. Our first question is ready. The first question is, what technical foundation should we build this on? Now, for this particular question, we will most likely not use any of their options here because we'll be using Google AI Studio. So I'll just go ahead and type, we'll use Google AI Studio. By the way, Google AI Studio uses React most of the time, which uses React. React is a programming language. Now, these are some technical things that you may not need to know at the beginning, but you can get to know over a period of time. Now, the second question is, what's the first thing the user should do when they open the app? And this is important for user experience. The first option is to analyze the job description first. And the user will land on the app and there'll be a place for them to paste the job description. The second option is to put their CV first. The third option is to start with a setup page. The recommendation is option 1, and I think I'm going to go with option 1 too because I want the job description to be the first thing. So I'm just going to select 1 here. All right, so now we have the next question. After the user submits the job description, what should the app show them? Is it a job analysis report? Is it to immediately ask for the CV, analyze everything together? Or is it to ask for other context first? The recommendation here is a job analysis report. And while I can go with this, I would want an addition so that it doesn't just analyze the job, but it also analyzes the company. So I'm going to go with option 1, but add company analysis too. Now the next question is, it's asking how we get the name of the company for this analysis. Would there be a place to add a company name? I'm going to try and auto extract it from the job description text. or ask for it after the job description is submitted if needed. I think I'm just going to go with their option, which is option 1. That's to add the company name and then put the job description there. So I'll go with 1, but it should be optional. That means in case you don't know the name of the company, which is rare because if you're at the interview phase, you should already know the company you're interviewing with. But let it be optional in case you don't know, okay? If you notice, what I'm doing now is that I am not just going ahead with what the tool is giving to me, but this is a brainstorming. That means beyond just what I'm giving, I can tell it exactly what I want. This is how brainstorming works. Now the next question is, how should the user provide their CV? Is it a text area only? Is it a file upload only? Is it both of them? The recommendation is option 3, which I think I'll go for this time. The user should be able to either copy and paste their CV text or upload their CV or resume. Let me just go with option 3 for this. Now the next question, question 6, is what should the app display immediately after the user submits their CV? Is it a detailed match and gap report? Go directly to the question generator page, or ask for final context first? We're going to skip the match and gap report, even though that's what's being recommended, because I think we did this in the skill gap analyzer, which was the tool we created just before now. By the way, if you've not watched day 4, you can go back and watch day 4 and you see the skill gap analyzer that helps you analyze the gaps between your skill and the skills needed for your next role. So I'm going to use number 3 for this. That's ask for final context first. So I'll use number 3, but the context can go beyond just the name of the interviewer. I don't want that to be the only context. So if there's any other context you want to add, you can get to add it there. So now we have the next question, which is, how should we design the additional context page? Should it be a simple multi-field form, a single smart text box, or an add context builder, which is like a dynamic interface where the user can click buttons like add interviewer, add logistical detail, add focus topic, each of which opens a small specific form? The recommendation here is option 1, which I think I will go with. It's just that I'll make it optional just in case you don't know any of these details. You should be able to move forward. So I'll just say 1, but it should be optional. Now we have our next question, which is, how should this main interview dashboard be organized? Is it a tabbed interface? That's what is recommended. That means it will have the match and gap reports, personalized Q&A, general Q&A, company and role Q&A, smart questions to ask. Should it be a single scrollable report? Should it be a chatbot interface? The recommendation is a tabbed interface, and I think I'll go with that because it allows you to just choose the tab you want to look at per time. So let me just choose option 1. Alright, so we have our next question. When the user clicks on a Q&A tab, for example, personalized Q&A, how should the questions and answers be presented? Should be presented as a study guide mode. That means the app generates a list of 10 to 15 questions. Each question has a show or hide ideal answer button. The user can read the questions at their own pace and click to see the AI generated answer for each. The second is the practice mode, where the user sees only one question on the screen per time. The third is the mock interviewer mode, where the user would see one question and they can type or speak their own answer. And then AI will give them feedback on their answer and show them the ideal AI generated answer for comparison. Now, while option 3 will give the most value, it actually requires much more calls to the Gemini API. That means it will be so much more costly to use. However, since this is not the commercial version of this app yet, I'm going to go with that option, which is the mock interviewer mode. So let's go with option 3. Now the next question is, when the user submits their own answer, how should the AI provide its feedback? The first option is feedback first, then ideal answer. Second is side-by-side comparison. The third is integrated feedback. Recommendation is option 1, which I will go with. The feedback should come first, then the ideal answer. Now, our next question is, how should we present the smart questions to ask lists? Should it be a single prioritized list, a categorized list, or a dynamic question explorer? Now, each of these lists has an explanation. For the single list, when the user clicks the tab, the app generates and displays a list of top 10 to 15 questions. For the categorized list, the app generates a list but groups the questions into clear, expandable sections. Then for the dynamic question, the tab first shows only the categories, then the user clicks a category, and that's when the app generates 3 to 5 questions for that particular topic with a Get More button. Option 2 is recommended, and I think I'll just go with that. Now, this is the result of our brainstorming, a full application plan. So the technology is here, first moment, CV inputs, final context, main dashboard, other dashboard tabs, the interactive mock interviewer mode, then the final tab with smart questions to ask. Now, with this entire application plan, we can go to Google AI Studio and build this app. So I'll just copy this from here and I'll take it to Google AI Studio and paste it here. Let me make some edits here. Let me delete this. I'm going to remove the technology here so that Google AI can put in the best technology that it has access to. Right, let me review the other things here. All right, so I think this is good. So let's build this. All right, so this is it. The application has been built, at least the first version of it. As you can see, this is the first page where you put in the company name and the job description. We're going to use the sample job that we created in the last application we built, which was the Netflix job. By the way, you can always review our last video in the Build with AI series if you don't know about this. So this job was actually for Netflix. I'll just go ahead and copy Netflix here and paste it here. And then I'll copy the entire job description here and I'll paste that here. And I'll click on Analyze Job and Company. It is currently being analyzed. All right, so this is it. This is the job and company analysis. So we have the key skills there from the job, we have the key responsibilities from the job, and we have the company insights from the job. Then the next step is add your CV like we wanted. So click on Next, add your CV. You can either upload your CV here. Currently, this accepts on a TXT file, but you can change it. That will need you to make a modification, right? So if I click on Upload CV right now, it won't allow me to upload the CV we had generated before, except I try to modify that. And a simple way to do that is enable the CV upload file type to support other document formats like PDF, DOCX. So if I send this, what will happen is it will actually start this process again, but it will just create that modification. And this is how building with AI works most of the times, right? When you build, you test, you see the things that you want, you ask it for that, and it creates it for you. It's just that simple. Okay, so this has been done now. Let's try that again. We're going to put Netflix here. I'm going to paste that job description one more time. It will analyze the job and company. Give it a little bit of time for this. Good. Job and company analysis is done. Now I'll go forward. Can you see? Now you can upload other formats of your CV. We're going to go ahead and upload the Amina Bello CV that we had created in the previous video. Can you see? So the CV has been passed and all the information on it is now here. You can either edit it. Is it editable? Yeah, I think it is, which is great. You can edit this if you want to add some things here, but then click on Submit CV. Now that the CV has been submitted, next step is additional context. Do you know the name of your interviewer? Do you know the role? Do you know the interview format? Maybe the interview format would be, Zoom session probably. Then any other notes that you have, you can add it here. I don't have any other notes. So I'll just click on generate my dashboard here. All right, so our dashboard is now generated. So as you can see, there are different tabs. They're just where we wanted it. There's a match and gap report at the top here, which shows your strengths as the candidate, your gaps, which is that the job requires 5 to 7 years of digital marketing, while your CV has 2 to 4 years based on your experience. So at least with this, you'll be able to see some things you need to probably talk about when you're interviewing. Especially because you've already seen that, okay, based on the job description and your CV, there are some things that are missing. So you can comment on that during your interview session. All right, then we have the personalized Q&A, general Q&A. I think I'd have wanted general to come first. So let me click on general first. So this, for example, is one of the general questions, question 1 of 5. Tell me about the time you faced a significant challenge at work. How did you handle it? Okay, you can easily submit an answer for that here. Next question, describe a situation where you had to work as part of a team to achieve a common goal. What was your role and what was the outcome? Let me just click on next. Can you see this? So some questions are here. Tell me about the time where you made a mistake. What did you learn from it? Let me just do a sample answer, right? I wanted to use AI for a marketing content, but there was hallucination and I did not double check the facts. I learned to pay attention to the tiniest details. This is just a sample answer, right? I'll click on submit answer here. So what will happen is it's going to analyze your answer and it will give you feedback on it. So can you see this? What's currently happening now is that it is analyzing. Can you see? So your answer effectively identifies a relevant model mistake involving AI and clearly states a valuable lesson. To strengthen this response, elaborate on the specific impact or consequences of the AI hallucination. For example, what was the fallout or how much effort was required to correct it? And more importantly or crucially, how you proactively applied that learning to implement concrete fact-checking processes. Can you see this? Develop new workflows or enhance your oversight strategies to prevent recurrence. Then it gives you the option to show the ideal answer. So let me click on show ideal answer here. It will then generate an ideal answer for you based off on that question. So that's currently loading. Good. So can you see? The ideal answer is here. And this ideal answer uses the STAR method. So the general strategy is choose an appropriate mistake. It should be a genuine mistake you made. It shouldn't be catastrophic. It should be rectifiable and have a clear positive learning outcome. It should ideally be relevant to the skills required for the job you're interviewing for. And you should avoid blaming others. Can you see? It's already giving you tips on how to answer this question. Focus more on the learnings and actions, not on the mistakes. The interviewer is less interested in the mistake itself and more interested in how you handled it and what you gained from the experience. Then keep it professional and concise. Get straight to the point without dwelling too much on negative. Now, this is an example answer. Can you see this? This is a full answer. I won't read the entire thing, but you can see how detailed and how much of value you can get by using this tool to practice for your interviews. Then let me go to the next question. Okay, so can you see? So it has 5 questions here. We can add a feature that allows you to load more questions, right? Just have to come here and type, I want a feature that allows the user to load more questions after the earlier generated questions are complete, which means you can go beyond those 5 questions to 6, 7, 8, and 9. Let's go to personalized Q&A. These questions here are based on your CV. Remember, your CV has experience in fintech and e-commerce. However, Netflix is in entertainment. So they're asking a question that's based on that, right? Let me go to the next question. Next question is, you have a strong record in growing social media engagements. Next week's campaign often aims to spark global conversations. Can you walk me through a campaign where you focus less on direct lead generation and more on fostering a passionate community and driving sustained buzz for a specific product or story, and how you measure that impact? Can you see these questions are more personalized? They are based on what the AI was able to detect from your CV. So you can go through these questions and prepare for that. Then there are questions that are based on the company itself. So you need to know more about the company. These questions are based on the company. So you can go through the questions and review them so you can get ready. Then there is smart questions to ask. These are questions that you can actually ask the recruiters. Okay, so about the career growth, about company culture, about the role, about the team. And some of these questions actually sound a bit generic, and you can decide to add a feature. I won't do this right now, but you can add a feature that allows AI to generate questions that are deeper, right? So beyond the generic questions, deeper questions, all you have to just type it here and to have that feature for you. All right, so this is it. We've been able to build an interview preparation partner that analyzes your job description, analyzes the company that you're about to interview for, analyzes your CV and any other context like the name of your interviewer, the kind of interview it is, and literally any other thing, then generates for you a match and gap report that shows the gap between your CV and the job description, a personalized question and answer based on your CV, a general question and answer based on just the job role, a company question and answer based on your company knowledge, and smart questions you can ask your interviewer. Now tell me, is this a tool you'd like to try out? Let me know in the comments, and also let me know what tool you want us to build next. This is 30 days of building with AI using the Google AI Studio. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, make AI work for you.